Now say this is not only an alien spaceship, but it's nuclear powered? Why are you saying that?
First, I should say that if the light that we observe from this object is reflection of sunlight, its size needs to be bigger than Manhattan Island. In this case, what we are seeing is a glow in front of the object. And I'm analyzing first if this is caused by dust. The amount of dust is very little. Over 6 months, the amount of dust that will be ablated from.
Scientists just dropped shocking new info about the mysterious interstellar object called 3IATLAS, and it's not what anyone expected. Images from the Hubble Space Telescope and even the James Webb Space Telescope exposed details that left experts stunned. At first, astronomers thought the strange glow around the object was just sunlight bouncing off dust, the way we see with comets. But fresh data revealed something way more bizarre. According to calculations, the amount of dust escaping from 3IATLAS is incredibly small, about 10 to the power of 6 grams per square centimeter. That's so thin it can't block or scatter much sunlight at all. Astronomers call this state optically thin, meaning the dust is so spread out it's basically invisible. So here's the bombshell. If the glow isn't coming from the dust, then where is that blinding light really coming from? Well, Harvard professor Avi Loeb explained it straight up. The cloud is way too thin to create the glow. That means the bright light is shining mostly from the surface of 3IATLAS itself, not the dust around it. And when researchers measured its brightness, they found the object would need to be nearly 10 kilometers across if it reflects sunlight poorly. If it had a mirror-like surface, it could be a bit smaller but still several kilometers wide. Here's where it gets even crazier. If 3IATLAS were just a random natural rock drifting through space, science says something this big would only show up in our solar system once every 10,000 years. That makes this encounter beyond rare, and raises a serious question. What exactly are we really looking at? Another jaw-dropping detail about 3IATLAS is the strange reddish glow seen coming from it. At first glance, this hinted the surface might be coated in organic materials, just like objects out in the Kuiper Belt that have been baked by cosmic rays and ultraviolet radiation for billions of years. But here's where it gets wild. Harvard's Avi Loeb suggested the red glow might not be sunlight at all. It could be light the object is producing on its own. If that's true, then 3IATLAS wouldn't just be a rock drifting through space. It could be powered internally, maybe even by something as advanced as nuclear energy. And the mysteries don't stop there. After months of close observation, scientists discovered that the surface erosion on 3IATLAS was ridiculously small, just a fraction of a nanometer. That's basically nothing, meaning this interstellar visitor has stayed nearly untouched while flying through our solar system. Even crazier, unlike comets we're used to, it isn't spitting out enough dust or gas to grow a glowing coma or long, bright tail. That alone proves it doesn't behave like a normal comet at all. Instead, it might be closer to a rocky body, or something totally exotic we've never seen before. But here's the kicker. Professor Loeb highlighted a disturbing fact. Most interstellar objects shoot in at completely random angles, yet 3IATLAS is moving in a way that feels different. And that difference could change everything we thought we knew about what's really out there. Here's where things get downright suspicious. The path of 3IATLAS isn't just random space drifting. Its orbit lies almost perfectly in the same flat plane as the planets, the ecliptic. That kind of alignment is insanely rare, and scientists admit it doesn't look like coincidence. This exact angle would let the object swing by multiple planets on one trip, almost like a planned flight path. In fact, it's eerily similar to how NASA charted the Voyager spacecraft to pass by several worlds on purpose. The odds of this alignment happening by pure chance, about 0.2%, and it gets even crazier. 3IATLAS passed unusually close to Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. These aren't just any planets, they're some of the closest to Earth. For an object from another star system to brush past all three in one sweep is astronomically unlikely. Scientists calculated the odds at just 0.005%. That makes it feel less like random chance and more like a route designed to maximize encounters with the inner solar system. And here's the creepiest part. When 3IATLAS reaches its closest point to the Sun, known as perihelion, Earth won't see it at all. Why? Because it'll be perfectly hidden on the opposite side of the Sun, with our star acting as a giant shield. The odds of that specific alignment are only around 7%. It's almost like the object is intentionally slipping past us through Earth's one blind spot, avoiding detection at the most crucial moment. Not everyone is buying into Avi Loeb's explosive claims. Many scientists argue his ideas are too bold without enough proof to back them up. For example, one observation showed signs of a water ice spectrum, which would normally point to a natural comet. But when experts dug deeper into the noise spectrum, the detailed breakdown of light and energy from 3IATLAS, something didn't add up. The signals were flipped. Where the water model predicted a drop, the real data showed a rise, and where it expected a rise, the object dropped instead. That mismatch screams that this isn't just some regular comet. Something strange is happening here. Still, everyone agrees we need more reliable data before ruling anything out. But here's the part that has Loeb raising alarms: the trajectory of 3IATLAS after it swings past the Sun. Its closest approach happens on October 29, 2025. If it doesn't continue along the predicted path afterward, panic could erupt, even sparking fears of alien technology interfering with our solar system. This echoes the first interstellar visitor, Oumuamua, spotted in 2017. After it passed the Sun, it experienced a weird, unexplained acceleration that couldn't be chalked up to gravity alone. Right now, 3IATLAS is racing through space at a jaw-dropping 152,000 miles per hour. It's currently about 3.8 times farther from the Sun than Earth, but the encounters are coming fast. On October 3, 2025, it will sweep past Mars, and then on October 23, it reaches its closest point to the Sun, just twice the Earth-Sun distance. And here's the twist. When that happens, Earth will be stuck on the opposite side of the Sun, completely unable to watch the action unfold. The timeline of this interstellar visitor just keeps raising eyebrows. By the time 3IATLAS swings past the Sun, it will have already crossed paths with multiple planets in ways that seem almost too perfect. And while most comets burn off layers of ice and dust as they heat up, this one appears to be holding itself together, almost like it's engineered to survive the journey. Some researchers even hinted that its smooth surface erosion could mean it's shielded, like a craft with protective plating. If that's true, then 3IATLAS isn't just breaking the rules of comet behavior, it's rewriting them. Meanwhile, telescopes tracking the object noticed something even more unsettling. Its brightness keeps shifting in strange patterns. Instead of flickering like a comet tumbling through space, the light variations seem rhythmic, almost mechanical. Avi Loeb pointed out that if the glow is being generated internally, then 3IATLAS might be leaking artificial energy, like a beacon pulsing across the solar system. Of course, skeptics insist it could just be sunlight bouncing at odd angles, but the signals are too clean, too precise, and way too suspicious to dismiss outright. Even the speed of 3IATLAS is shocking scientists. At 152,000 miles per hour, it's moving far faster than almost anything we've tracked coming from deep space. That alone makes it incredibly hard to explain with normal comet models. And yet, despite its insane velocity, the object seems to be navigating with uncanny precision, threading past planets, skimming the Sun, and staying exactly on course. Some researchers have whispered that this looks less like an accident of nature and more like navigation. If that's true, then the biggest question becomes, who or what is steering it? And here's the final twist. When 3IATLAS finally leaves our neighborhood, its outbound path will be the real test. If it behaves like a natural rock, it should slingshot away and vanish into interstellar space forever. But if it makes even the slightest unexpected turn, the implications are massive. Loeb warns that this could confirm we're watching something artificial, maybe a probe, maybe a fragment of alien tech. And while mainstream astronomers downplay that theory, nobody can ignore the numbers. Perfect alignments, rare trajectories, eerie glow patterns, and impossible survival odds. It's not just another comet. It's a cosmic mystery that might be watching us back. The biggest debate now centers on what 3IATLAS actually is. Traditional astronomers want to label it a rocky fragment, maybe a shard from some distant planetary system. But that explanation doesn't account for the red glow, the razor-thin dust cloud, or the suspicious trajectory. Avi Loeb has been blunt, saying the scientific community risks missing the truth by clinging to safe answers. And he's not wrong. We've seen this before with Oumuamua when experts tried to force it into comet or asteroid categories, even though it behaved like neither. Could 3IATLAS be the second warning that we're ignoring something far more advanced passing through our skies? Adding to the tension, computer simulations show that 3IATLAS entered our solar system on a path that seems too precise to be random. In fact, it avoided major collisions while still brushing by key planets, like a probe taking measurements before darting away. Scientists calculated that its entry speed suggests it may have been accelerated before crossing into our region, not just drifting for millions of years. That raises a chilling possibility. Was it aimed here on purpose? And if so, then by who or what? The odds of it being a mere space rock keep shrinking with every new discovery. The next few months are critical. By late October 2025, as 3IATLAS slings past the Sun, we'll either confirm it's just another interstellar wanderer or witness the first hard evidence of alien technology in our backyard. And here's the kicker. Earth won't even have a clear view during the crucial moment because the Sun itself will block us from seeing what happens. That's left some wondering if this entire approach feels deliberately hidden from human eyes. Whether natural or not, one thing is clear. 3IATLAS is forcing science to face the possibility that we are not alone, and that something out there might already know we're here. So here's the good news. 3IATLAS won't come anywhere near us. Its closest approach to Earth will be in December 2025, right before it begins its long trip out of our solar system forever. But even from afar, this thing is jaw-dropping. Scientists estimate it's at least 7 billion years old, maybe even older. That means 3IATLAS was already ancient when our sun and planets were just starting to form. We're literally looking at a relic from before our own solar system existed. And while from a distance it might look like a simple comet, the closer we study it, the stranger it becomes. The glowing light, the razor-thin dust, the perfect trajectory. It all proves this isn't something we can just ignore. 3IATLAS is an object we need to watch very carefully. If you enjoyed diving into this mystery, make sure to subscribe, hit that like button, share this video with friends, and drop a comment below with your thoughts. Is this just another space rock, or could it be something far more advanced?